Your dad took you to see a MotoGP. Yeah, they're fun, motorbike races. You can stand on bends and see the riders like leaning over, get very close to them. I used to go watching it at Alton Park. Got to meet Valentino Rossi, nice. What's the region map? Netherlands, Belgium and Germany, I think, is the plan. A lot of traffic. Ever heard of Guy Martin? Yeah. Isn't he a director? Rotterdam! Joe, I'm down. I've just been mostly repeating what I said in that video. Got Dolby Atmos in your cinema room. Nah. I haven't got a cinema room. Mrs. Squirrel doesn't like it when I put the TV on loud, as she calls it. You're welcome, Grumpy. The Thusha, I have a mod spreadsheet which kind of lists all the mods that I, have used, but not necessarily the ones that I'm currently using, because that's always changing. Not really, Pepsi. I'm kind of swapping the chairs around to see which I like. Do you use the HDR mod at the moment? No. Wait, did Guy Martin do the TT? Wait, look at that train. Oh, it's not a train, it's a bus. It literally looked like a train from here. I was like, I just saw this like loco on its own and it was like a brown bus. Uh-oh. AI's merging. Get out the way. Are you allowed to fly in snow? Absolutely not. GA planes are like very rarely certified for flying in wintry conditions. Certainly not in snow. Crikey, you wouldn't want to do that. If you get ice on your wing, you lose lift. Really bad, really dangerous. It'll kill you, that. You don't want to do that. He broke both his legs at some point. Yeah, I've got a feeling I know the guy. Well, if it's been snowing, if there's snow on the runway, you can't land on it. If there's snow on your wing, you can't take off and fly in it. Snow and planes just don't mix. I think we're getting off here. No, I've not reviewed GPUs. I'll leave that to the techies. Letty, thank you for a year, sir. Martin stepped off his bike at 160 at the TT. Leopard. Wait, where are we going? That's a weird junction. You heard that SCS are having to implement DX11 and 12 as DX9 will no longer be supported soon. That's been a thing for a while. I don't know what they're doing about it. Yeah, you've got to be either supremely confident or slightly crazy to race in the TT. Look young with the beard, WP. There was somebody in here earlier that said something like, your beard adds years to you. I think DX11 and 12 will not only make it look better, just like, particularly in terms of like the rendering and the anti-aliasing, but I think you'll get better frames as well. It will use more of your graphics card better. I think they've done well to do this out of DX9, but in all seriousness, they do need to get rid of it now. Oh, well, I guess you've got right away then. Dunno. I thought I had rights of way, unless we're in Russia. This is weird. I was indicating to come off the roundabout, and it still drove into me. Do I not see the concrete? Yes, I saw the concrete. Do you know why I hit the concrete? Because I steered left because the guy was going to hit me. If I'm on a roundabout indicating to come off, I have right of way unless I'm in Russia. Now, you don't need RTX cards to run ETS Gamplar because ETS doesn't do any ray tracing. RTX, like, NVIDIA has just confused everybody with this RTX stuff. But it's typical NVIDIA trying to make you think you need this stuff. SG, why don't you educate me, my man? What do I not understand about the Dutch roundabout? What did I just do wrong? Well, the RTX launch happened because it didn't have anything else. Like, it can't make graphics cards insanely quicker every year. It can't do it. It's just not possible. I was indicating when I came off Langerville, which was the point where the truck decided to sideswipe me. But yes, that would be true of most European roads. You leave that for the Dutch. Hang on, you can't tell me I'm doing it wrong and then not tell me why. Because if you know what I'm doing wrong, you can tell me, and if you don't know what I'm doing wrong, you can't tell me I'm doing it wrong. Are we getting off here? Yes. Wrapping up odd-shaped presents is fun. Mustang, I don't like wrapping presents, full stop. I don't care what shape they are. Moore's laws applies to GPS. Of course it does, Zinem. It applies to all electronics. Use a bag. In before his Christmas tree, like, is just full of bags underneath. I'm like, why is this load of bags and not wrap presents? Well, it's just easier. It's easier than wrapping, just put them all in a Tesco carrier bag. Or just get boxes. If you've got anything odd, just put it in a box and then wrap the box. And that way they feel like they've got two presents in one because they've got to take the wrapping paper off and then they've got to open the box and then they get the real box. Win. Supernova, they have gone very, very quiet. Like, since the Cosford show, when Chris basically said, you know, definitely send you a build and you can make a video out of it. Then he emailed me a couple of weeks after the show and said, oh, you know, the publisher wants to add some more stuff in there before I can send it to you, so give me 2 weeks and I'll put this extra stuff in and then you can show it. And then it's just gone quiet. Like, I emailed him back and said, any update? No response. I emailed him again a week ago. Any update? No response. It's just gone absolutely cold and dark. So I can't... I can only take from that things haven't gone to plan at the moment. And they're basically not ready to show it. Wait, is this a swivel bridge? Looks like it. PK3T, welcome to the NetHouse, PK. Thanks for your support, sir. The new prefab at the end of the road uses new traffic lights. Was that? I saw something. If you have a BMW car, you don't have to use indicators in the Netherlands. Uh-huh. Where are we going? Wait, what are the... You see how the green light is like lighting up the floor too much? It's really weird. It doesn't happen on the amber, and it doesn't happen on the red, but on the green, it massively reflects. What, that's a new prefab? No, Supernova, I'm very confident that that game will come out. Very confident. I just don't think that they're up to where they wanted to be right now. Why did I stop on green, Danny? Because I wanted to have a look at the prefab that Sven said was a new prefab. Nah, I'm not even going to bother X-Blader. Yeah, it does, Sven. It does seem to act very strange. Do you know where you can get a GTX 1070 Ti? I'd probably start with eBay. If you mean second hand. I have a 1080 Ti. Weather effects off. Well, here's the thing, Zenom. Because time progression moves so very slowly. Like, we started playing, and it was about 10 AM or 9 AM, and now it's, what, 14:44 in game? And most of that was caused with the time it takes... Uh-oh. Wrong lane. This is a turbo roundabout. The time it takes to load the goods onto the trailer. So, there's no weather because time's moving so slowly. Turbo! I read somewhere that like 1050 cards are a pretty good bang for buck. Wow, look at this. You go across, get into this weird lane. This is new. And then when you want to get off, do you do that? Or do you just come off there? No idea. You won't need RTX stuff for like 2-3 years probably. Nvidia's trying to get you to buy a technology that you don't have any use for right now. Yeah, that's what it's trying to do. Hang on, so I'm gonna try the brake on this one. Like, once you get games that can use RTX, and then you think to yourself, I'd love to have that game with RTX, then you can start thinking about buying an RTX card. Until then, it's just a waste of money. Dang it. Yeah, but Vrome, that's true to an extent, Vrome. It's true to an extent. The game's developers can still build to the RTX API, right? So that the game can use the API if the card has it. It's like the way DirectX works. I don't know if you know about how DirectX works, but what happens is the game basically starts up and then it uses the DirectX API to do stuff, and then the DirectX layer interrogates the graphics card and says, can I offload this to you because you support it, yes or no? And it does that during the initialization stage. So the DirectX layer knows what the card can do and what it can't do, and it'll often like provide a software solution if the card can't handle it. Yeah? So then the developer can still build to like the RTX API in this example and not worry about whether the card can do it or not, because if the card can't do it, then the DirectX layer will implement it anyway. So then when you buy yourself an RTX card, suddenly you get a massive performance jump because now your hardware's doing it rather than the software. So you can still build things to the technology even though nobody's got the card, if you see what I mean. That's the whole point of a layer. Ryan M, 16 months, I don't know what to say. It's crazy 16 months. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And you too, Ryan. Nvidia's announced extensive partnerships with devs that build RTX. Only trouble is that it took over 50 days post RTX launch for the first and so far only title to get RTX enabled. I wonder if the next gen consoles will have RTX. AMD is probably going to enable DXR for free on all DirectX 12 cards. It's nice having AMD around because they keep Nvidia in check. Like, if there was no AMD, Nvidia would kind of just run away with the whole show, wouldn't they? That is a big McDonald's down there. That's like an industrial estate version of McDonald's. Somi is now playing Stoneworks, guys. Stalker. Any IKEA? I don't think I've seen an IKEA yet. Says you, watching me, talking about you, Somi. You're stalking. Being friends on Steam is dangerous fun. Why do you think I ignore all the Steam friend requests? In all seriousness? I get Steam friend requests every week and I'm like, ignore all, ignore all. For that reason. Will this map mod cover all of ETS2 current area? It's a standalone mod. The objective is to cover Netherlands, Belgium and Germany at a scale of 1 to 2. Well, yes, in a way, Bunny Drock, but, you know. Wow, you see the red light on my side of my truck now? I know. I think we're going this way. Is there a Squirrel group on Steam, yeah? You get notified when I go live if you join it. Yes, Squirrel, you need to start with a new profile. When you create the profile, you need to enable the mod. In the create profile screen, click on mod manager and add the mods, and then you need to choose the database from the drop down list. And that's where, if you wanted to cheat money in XP, you could use the mods that I made to do it. What would someone do if their channel got 300 sub gifts? I don't know. I mean, what can you do but say thank you? Wow, this is frame heavy. How difficult is it to set up your green screen? They're a bit of a pain, to be honest. Getting the lighting right is the hardest bit. Because you need to get lighting so you get like an even green. Because if there's too much disparity between like the light and dark areas of the green, then your chroma key starts getting knocked out. Springle is holding it up. It's a good point. The bumps are on purpose because the soil is part of new... I didn't know that. I thought they were just like some map bug. No, Denny G. I didn't watch this year's YouTube Rewind. Isn't like the most disliked video on YouTube one of their own? One of their own reviews. It's got like more dislikes than any other video. Just brilliant. I love that. $11 million dislikes. That's some going, that is. Even more dislike than Bieber. Blimey. So what's the new one? The new video from YouTube, is that doing well on the dislike stakes as well? Did they ask me? Are you joking me? I don't even register at the YouTube office. They're not interested in me. The new one is the most disliked. I thought it was an older one that was the most disliked. The 2018 one has got 12 million dislikes. Oh my god. You heard of the king of Fortnite? Well, all I can say is you've got some very accurate informers. We're here. Vrome is now playing Farm Sim. Stalker. Chilled and frozen distribution. Baz, have you actually got it installed yet? It's taken a long time. Like a glove. Lee Donald, welcome back. Farming sim has ads on TV. I've been noticing ads on TV for Battlefield. Let's see. So if we drive down here and then what? It's kind of a little run round. Big hoo-ha in New Zealand about Fortnite messing people's kids up, turning them into monsters. You know, I can actually vouch for that. I actually know somebody who's got a kid. I don't know him very well. It's one of Mrs. Squirrel's friends, really. They've got a kid who really does have a Fortnite problem. And yes, he is turning into an absolute brat. Like, you know, losing a game in Fortnite, smashing things up kind of brat. So yeah, can confirm. However, I think it's unfair to blame Fortnite on that. Because equally my friend has a kid who still behaves like that when he loses in games. So it's not just restricted to Fortnite. You alright? So, cold. Is it doll time, is it? Oh, sounds like Donnie's coming in. Get him in before he gets muddy feet. Let's do that. Donnie, come on, pal.
How wet are you? You're pretty wet.
Hmm? No, he's actually really wet. I don't want the... No, I don't want that blanket off his bed. Just give me that red blanket. I'll do. Wet doggo. Hang on, hang on. Hang on, pal. Right. Come on, Johnny. Come here. Come here. There we go. Now we got you. Now we got you. Oh, you're wet underneath and everything. Yeah. What have you been doing? Say hey. Hey. Look at all the squirrel Santas in chat, Dorval. ASMR time. Where's Door's Santa cap? I don't know. In the attic, maybe? Not in the attic? I don't know. Maybe you'll have it for Christmas. Are we doing a bake-off? We are. When? I don't know. Are we doing a Christmas Day one? It's probably busy on Christmas Day, isn't it? Which one? Well, have a think. We're doing a bake-off, we just don't know when. You want to see Doll with a hat? I could show you Doll with a hat. I've had one of them cards. Actually, I might have a photo of it. Hey? Don't know what his hat is. Do you? He ain't gonna sit here for 5 minutes while you go and find a hat. Is he? A Boxing Day bake-off. Am I streaming on Boxing Day? I can't remember. No. I don't think I am. Yeah, you don't want to... Things tend to be a bit manic on Christmas Eve. Like, because you suddenly go, oh no, I didn't buy any piccalilli, and then dash off to Tesco and, like, sat in there for 50 minutes in the car park. It's like, it's just a big mistake. And Christmas Day, you're busy cooking. So I don't know. Maybe you could do it on Sunday before Christmas. Or you could do it on the Sunday before New Year's Eve. Or you could do it on New Year's Eve.
Gingerbread house on New Year's Eve.
Have a think. Please shave, Dakari.
That's for you.
Are you saying you don't like my scruff? I'm offended. I think you've had enough treats there, pal. How much are you getting? This is turning into a meal. Stop it.
It looks so cute. Who's that?
Don't you shave? Oh boy. You can't please everyone. Even Abraham Lincoln got that bit right. Dark Delta. Good evening, Mrs. Squirrel. I hope you're doing well. Glad to see Lord Dawn again. Why did my game just do that? That's weird. I was on the external camera and it's flicked internal and popped at the console.
Oh, that might be me.
Did you just press something?
I went like that.
Oh yeah, that'll be you then. That's what it was. Mr. Squirrel, activate the console.
Sorry. Oopsies.
Play Fortnite with a wheel. I think I'd rather play DayZ with a joystick. Right. See you later, pal. And you go. Now those PO box items, I don't know if they're for Christmas or not. Is there one that says custard on it? Is there one that says from, like, Sir Lord Custard or something? Sharpie says, Happy Christmas, Mr. and Mrs. Squirrel. He said Happy Christmas, not hi.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Can I please put the hat on sale, Awesome? Go to cap.squirrel.tv if you're in the EU. Well, after Brexit, all that goes ripped, doesn't it? Get one while you can. No, I think I'll save until next Sunday because I don't know which ones are like for opening now. Hey? Hmm. I think I'll save it for next week. Nearer to Christmas. Be a bit safer, won't it? Oh, there we go. Can I have a brew? Actually, I might have a coffee. That's alright. No, King Awesome, that's not in the EU. Okay, so me mentioning Brexit was not an opener for a political discussion.
Uh-oh.
We don't do politics. Thanks. Can I have a coffee?
Wappy.
Graphical glitch. What graphical glitch? I don't know. Flashing graphics. Oh, you mean the texture on the floor? Gotcha. It's a Renault dealer. Siemens?
Happy anniversary, Nata.
You surprised how many mod authors dares to put Paul? Oh, look, it just did the reverse thing. The brake in reverse, it just did it. MJ Deadman's now playing Euro Truck Simulator 2, guys. Just saying, just putting it out there. Stalker? What? Stalker status confirmed. And Baz is now playing Euro Truck as well. MJ and Baz both playing Euro Truck. What is that? Sculpture of, like, kryptonite sticking out the ground. It's quite cool. Art. You can call anything art. Tommy, it's stalagmites, mate. It's stalactite and stalagmite. You have to explain art is bad art. That's it, Tommy, yeah. I like all these little water ditches. That was close. Bram Gaming, mate. Thank you for 37 months, Paul. How is treating so far? Looking forward to playing the map. Map mod, cheers and happy trucking. It's pretty detailed. It's always the same though. I wish there was more of it, you know? But it's nice. It's gonna leave you wanting more though. Sven, is there some kind of like roadmap for 2019? Are you gonna do like regular drops, or kind of do the SCS thing where you just drop it whenever you feel it's ready? Like, how are you gonna do things?